Okay, well, I made this video ahead. I'm not sure what day this is even posting, but I made it ahead because I knew the first morning that I woke up that our Sammy wasn't with Scott and I knew I wouldn't want to make a video that day. So, excuse me. So, but I also didn't want to just disappear and have people like, where did she go? There's no post today. So I'm making this video ahead of time, and whatever morning I need to post it, because it's the first morning without Sammy, I'm putting this post up that day. I might be missing not just that day, I could be missing for a second day too. We'll see, but for sure I'll be missing that day because I just know I'll need the time. So I want to share with you, first of all, that Sammy's been, he's over 10 years old, but he's been ill for weeks. And even last week, my only prayer has been, could he just go, Lord, please let him go in our home just peacefully, because he's in no pain. He's just old age thing is happening and stuff going on with his gut. So anywho, but because we weren't sure, last Thursday we had an appointment with the vet. To euthanize him if we needed to. And that morning he did well. So we called the vet, said, yeah, could we schedule for Friday? Then Friday he seemed a little better. So we called the vet again, could we schedule that shot for Saturday? Because as long as we saw hope, we didn't want to let go of him, right? So on Saturday morning, called them again. Sorry, we're not even going to book an appointment. We're just going to assume he's just going to keep getting better. That hasn't completely been the case. He's getting weaker. Peaceful and lovable and kissing us and stuff, but just harder to walk and just laying down a lot. So if I'm posting this today, that means this is the first morning without him. So I wanted to share the joy that he has been. I want to share. I wrote him a story. I wrote him a letter, a goodbye letter. And I want to share that with you because those of you that know my story, Sammy's been a complete part of my story, right? When I couldn't walk, I took a golf cart to a location that was safe. Sammy sat on the golf cart and watched me day after day walking with my poles in this little area, guarding me from every squirrel, every person, anybody that got anywhere near us. He was barking at him like, get back, get back. So he's a protector. That's who he really is. And for sure, dear. And on the right, you're looking at the last, at least 10 days, would that be, since I'm making this, at least 10 days, my husband and I have camped out in our living room because that's where Sammy couldn't make it up our ramp that goes up to our bed. So we have slept in the living room, camped out with Sammy for about 10 days so far. So, and then the lower picture is me taking him for what we're real certain was his last time out on the golf cart. We had to use a hoist kind of thing to get him up on the golf cart. He really didn't pay attention to anything, but it has always been his favorite thing. So this is, we took him in the background. You can't see, but it's Walmart. We'd go there and pick up groceries that we pre-ordered. This was his last ride over to that. And we did Dunkin' Donuts with him too, but yeah, I didn't really notice so much. But anyhow, so I have a goodbye letter and I wanted to share this so you guys know the magnitude of who he was. I know you pet lovers are going to listen to this, and the rest of you are completely okay that you just exit out right at this moment, because I respect that. Not everybody is uber weird about their pets, right? So this is what I wrote Sammy. My dearest Sammy, I will miss your face everywhere in our home and will cry. You are much more than a dog. You are my four-legged baby son, but also an incredible protector, warning everyone not to come near me. People were really scared of him. What can I say? 80 pounds, and he made it clear. But anyhow, so then I went on to say, I'll miss our golf cart rides, miss you in the kitchen begging for treats, and wish you were in the family room begging to go outside and potty. Miss you in our bed, hogging the space like you usually do. I will be clinging to your baby blanket. He had a baby blanket. It was a rescue. When we rescued him, the company that rescued him, he'd had at least 7 or 9 months of pretty severe stuff happen to him. But anyhow, so we gave him a blanket and he sucked on it for 10 years. It looks pretty Tragic. But anyhow, so I went on to say, I will cling to your baby blanket just to smell your presence, your precious scent again. You've helped me through many lonely moments, including mom's passing 4 months ago. I used to think you looked so smart the way you'd sit and stare. You'd always uh, lend a thoughtful ear. And I'll miss the way you lay a little doggy kiss on my cheeks. How many of you know your dog will listen to you when no one else will? And you all know I'm verbal. So the fact that he would always listen to every word like it was so important was just priceless. Then I went on to say, you have shown me the absolute unselfishness, what absolute unselfishness looks like in this somewhat selfish world. You have taught me the meaning of devotion and protecting those you love. I know you're gone for good, though it is hard for me to believe that you won't come when I call your name, or bark every time the doorbell rings, or a squirrel runs across our yard, or even our porch. You told me you loved me 1,000 times over by the way you would rest against my leg, by the way you swung your tail at my smallest smile, and by the way you showed your hurt when I left the house. I know you didn't leave me empty-handed. You left me a part of you. I will always remember how much you loved me and thoughtful things you did. It is hard for me, excuse me, it's hard for me to realize you won't beg for any more treats or just hang out with me watching me do my workouts. And it is hard for me to say goodbye. So rest in peace, my precious Sammy. I've asked God to place a doggy door in heaven and let you run to greet me when I get there. Love you tons, Mom. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for listening. Um, this I appreciate your prayers. And this is the first day. If I'm posting this, that means hopefully that he actually passed away in our home. That was our actual request. But if not, it means yesterday we had to take him because it was time to take him to the vet. So anywho, just had to share my precious little guy. Have a great day. I don't know what day this is because I'm hoping I don't have to post this. I created it to put it in a bucket, but hoping I wouldn't have to post it at all, but really knowing lately, yep, the day was coming. So love you tons. Have a beautiful day, you guys. Cherish the ones you love. Love you. Bye-bye.